everybody what's happening. Mike Tierney, Metropolitan Fitness, down here at Hike Gym in Manhattan. Spent most of the day shooting videos for you guys, but before we wrapped up, what I wanted to do was go ahead and make a long overdue introduction. You've heard a long time about him, so this is a long time coming. The one, the only, the incomparable, Mr. Brent Brookbush. How are you, buddy? Good to see you.
All right, how are you?
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays to you.
Thanks so much for having me.
Incomparable, really?
Incomparable, absolutely.
All right.
Hey, you know what? You guys can see I'm sporting the Commitment Day t-shirt that's coming up here on New Year's Day. With that being said, a lot of emotional highs, people going through some transitions, a lot of things they're going to do. They're going to resolve to do a lot of things in the New Year's. The reason I brought Brent along is what I thought we'd discuss a little bit is what are, in your experience, what are some of the common missteps for a lot of people as they're just starting to get back into the gym or starting a routine for the very first time?
It's a pretty big question, but I'll try to keep it down to a couple of simple points. I think people need to spend a little bit more time creating a goal that is attainable, that is motivational, and that is actionable. Right? So they can reach that goal with things that they're willing to do, and that it's realistic. It's going to set them up for accomplishment rather than failure. I think we've all seen people who come in and are like, I'm going to try to lose 50 pounds this month. And you're like, dude, 50 pounds in a month isn't even physiologically possible. Right? The other thing I think people do is they often set themselves up to have to do activity that they don't enjoy. At the end of the day, we all have to find activity that we enjoy that motivates us to keep us healthy.
Sure.
Now, we all might have to take on certain tasks, certain exercises that we don't particularly like to keep everything moving forward. But for example, you know, I played basketball for a long time. I enjoy basketball very much. I'm willing to do the resistance training it takes to keep me competitive on the court, as opposed to me just going, oh, I'm going to do hours of resistance training every week, when in reality, resistance training isn't the thing that drives me to keep fit. I'm personally more motivated by competition. If somebody else is more motivated by spin classes, then good, go do spin classes. If you're more motivated by group exercise classes or more motivated by personal training, that you got to find that activity that you enjoy so that it keeps you moving step by step to your goal. At the end of the day, this is a long-term thing, not a short-term thing that we're trying to focus on.
Very well said. And on that note, I've actually noticed, we've heard it all the time in the gym. It's very, very common, and in fact, this is a good way to segue kind of into congratulations on your book, Fitness or Fiction.
Thank you, sir.
In that book, what we do is we spend a lot of times, or rather Brent spends a lot of times, trying to debunk commonly perceived myths. One of those myths, and I think it's important that we touch on that now, is the no pain, no gain. Why don't you go ahead and elaborate a little bit on that and why it's important to maybe let go of that?
The number one reason people do not come back to a gym, as you guys have heard the statistics, most individuals who start with a gym membership never return to the gym to actually use that membership after like the first week. And the number one reason is pain. There's no reason that somebody should consistently be in pain as they continue going to the gym. You might be a little sore your first couple of weeks, although you don't have to be. It is very normal to be. But after that, it shouldn't be one of those things where you're constantly searching for that workout that makes you hurt more than the last one. No pain, no gain is a total falsehood. As long as you set a goal and you continue to make progress, that's really the only thing that matters at the end of the day for you reaching those goals.
I think that sounds exactly like some advice that you guys would be smart to take. So we're running out of time. I wanted to spend a couple of minutes with you guys and formally introduce you to Brent. It was a real pleasure having you here. I appreciate that very much. Everybody, Happy New Year. So I think what we're going to do, set goals that are actionable, attainable, and bottom line, find an exercise that you like. And quite frankly, if you can't find something you like, something you hate the least. But get out there and set your mind to it and do it. Thanks very much for having me. I'll see all you guys soon. Happy New Year.